Have you ever felt like life has passed you by? Maybe there were dreams you've put on hold or opportunities that seemed just out of reach. You might have felt that time was taken from you, or that the universe has overlooked your needs and desires. But what if I told you that it's not too late? What if I told you that you can still reclaim what's rightfully yours, even the years you feel you may have lost? The truth is, the universe owes you. It owes you the abundance, the success, and the love that you've been longing for. It's not about waiting for some grand moment to change everything. It's about realizing that your moment is now. The time is here for you to step into the life you deserve. Every year, every day, every moment is part of your journey to receiving everything the universe has prepared for you. The idea that the universe owes you might sound too bold to some, but when you recognize your own worth, you realize that this is not just some wishful thinking. This is your right. It is your birthright to receive the joy, the peace, and the abundance that have always been waiting for you. It's easy to believe that life has been unfair, that it hasn't given you the chances you've hoped for. But here's the truth. Life has always been offering you opportunities, lessons, and moments of growth. What you may have missed in the past was simply a lack of awareness. But now, it's time to open your eyes and see that everything the universe has for you is still within reach. You may have spent years thinking you were behind, feeling that time slipped away, or that opportunities were lost. But now you have the chance to change your perspective. You are never too late to start, and you can always reclaim what you believe is yours. The universe has always been on your side, working behind the scenes, guiding you toward this very moment. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and now it's time to receive what's meant for you. There's a powerful truth that can transform the way you look at the world around you. The universe is always abundant. It doesn't run out of opportunities, blessings, or love. Everything you need is already available to you. The problem is not about a lack of resources, but about how we perceive them. The universe has endless abundance, and it's always available for those who are willing to recognize and claim it. No matter where you are or how far you think you've fallen, the universe has always had a plan to bring you back into alignment with your true self. For many of us, the idea of abundance can feel like something distant or even impossible. We may look at others and feel that they have what we want, that they've found the success and happiness we crave. But what we often overlook is that abundance is not about competition. It's about knowing that there is more than enough to go around. The universe has no shortage. It is never out of opportunities or success, and it will always give to you what you are ready to receive. The key here is to understand that abundance isn't just about material things. It's about everything that contributes to your well-being: love, joy, peace, opportunities, and even the wisdom that comes from challenges. The universe is abundant in every form. It is only by tapping into this energy that we start to see its full potential. If you feel that life has been withholding from you, it's time to shift your mindset. The universe doesn't withhold, it only reflects. If you want more abundance, you need to start seeing abundance within yourself first. Abundance begins with an open heart and a willingness to accept. You can't receive what you don't believe you deserve. The first step in claiming the abundance that is waiting for you is to believe that it is already yours. Start by acknowledging the good in your life right now, no matter how small it may seem. This simple shift in perception begins to open the flow of abundance into your life. And when you begin to see the world through the lens of abundance, you will be amazed at how many opportunities show up for you. We often carry around the weight of our past. It could be past mistakes, regrets, or moments where we feel we didn't measure up. These thoughts and experiences often cloud our ability to see the opportunities that are right in front of us. But here's the important truth. The past does not define your future. It does not have the power to limit the beautiful things that the universe has for you. Your past is simply a collection of experiences that brought you to this point. But in this very moment, you have the power to change everything. Releasing the past is not about forgetting it or pretending it didn't happen. It's about letting go of the emotional baggage that keeps you stuck. The past is a teacher, not a prison. You are not bound by your mistakes, regrets, or missed opportunities. You are free to create a new future, one that is filled with possibilities, growth, and new beginnings. The universe is not concerned with what happened yesterday. It is only focused on what you choose to create today. The more you hold on to the past, the more it will block the flow of your present and future. Each moment you spend dwelling on what you've lost or what you didn't do right is a moment you could be using to move forward. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to release the emotional attachment to old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you. Remember, the universe works with those who are ready to move forward, not with those who are still stuck in past hurts. Embracing the now is about recognizing that this moment is all you have. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. All the power you need is in the present. Start by being fully present in this moment and allowing yourself to feel the joy, peace, and possibility that exists right now. This shift in focus will open up space for the new opportunities and experiences that the universe has in store for you. You are not defined by what has happened in your past. You are defined by the choices you make today. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for the things that are meant for you. The past doesn't have to hold you back. You have the power to move forward and create the future you've always wanted. Every step you take today is a step toward the life the universe is waiting to give you. Trust that you are deserving of this new beginning and that everything you need is already within reach. The universe is waiting for you to open your heart, release the past, and embrace the endless possibilities of the now. One of the most powerful tools you can use to shift your reality is the practice of affirmations. Words have an incredible power. They can either build or break us. When we use affirmations, we are speaking directly to the universe, declaring what we believe to be true about ourselves, our lives, and the world around us. The universe is listening, and it responds to the energy we put out. If we affirm that we are deserving of abundance, success, and happiness, the universe begins to reflect those beliefs back to us. Affirmations are not just words. They are declarations of who you are becoming. They help reprogram your mind, shifting you from a place of doubt and uncertainty to one of confidence and empowerment. The more you affirm positive truths about yourself, the more you begin to internalize them. Over time, these affirmations become your reality. It's important to remember that affirmations are not about forcing a belief that doesn't feel true yet. They are about planting seeds of possibility and allowing those seeds to grow. Start by crafting affirmations that align with your vision for the future. For example, if you want to become more abundant, affirmations like, "I am worthy of wealth and success," or "The universe is constantly bringing me opportunities for prosperity," can be powerful tools. The key is to speak these words with intention, believing that they are already true. Even if your external circumstances don't match your affirmations right now, trust that the universe is aligning with your thoughts and feelings. Consistency is key here. The more you repeat your affirmations, the more you begin to shape your internal world, and in turn, your external world. It's also important to include affirmations about how you want to feel in your life. Affirmations like, "I am at peace with where I am," or "I attract love and positivity into my life," will shift your energy towards the things you desire. As you repeat these affirmations, they will help you align with the abundance and success the universe has in store for you. Trust that the universe is listening, and as you affirm your worth, it will begin to respond with the opportunities and blessings you've been waiting for. In a world where instant gratification is often the norm, it can be difficult to practice patience. We live in a society where everything is expected to happen quickly. And when things don't unfold on our timetable, it's easy to feel frustrated or defeated. However, trusting the universe's timing is one of the most powerful practices you can adopt. The universe doesn't operate on our schedules. It operates on divine timing. Everything happens when it is meant to happen. And when we trust in this flow, we can stop fighting against the current and begin to flow with it. Trusting the universe's timing means understanding that things will come to you when you are ready to receive them. You don't need to force or chase after what is meant for you. If something is meant to be in your life, it will find its way to you at the perfect time. The universe has a way of arranging everything in perfect order, even when we can't see it. The delay is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that the universe is setting everything up for your success. This also means letting go of the pressure you may feel to make things happen on your own. The universe has its own plans for you, and sometimes those plans take time to unfold. Be patient and trust that your desires are already in the process of being manifested. The more you relax into the knowing that everything is coming to you in perfect timing, the more you will start to feel at ease with the pace of your life. The universe is always working behind the scenes, aligning the circumstances, people, and events that are meant to guide you toward your goals. If you feel like you're waiting for something to happen, remember that it's already happening. The seeds you've planted through your intentions and actions are already beginning to grow. Trust that the universe is taking care of the details, and everything will come together at the right moment. Instead of worrying about when something will manifest, focus on enjoying the process of becoming who you need to be to receive it. Your faith in the universe's timing is the key to aligning with the flow of abundance. Self-doubt is one of the biggest obstacles we face when it comes to stepping into our full potential. We often question our worth, our abilities, and whether we are truly capable of achieving our goals. But the truth is, self-doubt is not a reflection of your abilities. It's simply a reflection of your fear. Fear can cloud your judgment and hold you back from embracing the greatness that's within you. Overcoming self-doubt is a crucial step in reclaiming the life the universe owes you. The first step in overcoming self-doubt is recognizing that it's normal to feel unsure at times. Every successful person has experienced moments of doubt, but what sets them apart is their ability to push through that doubt and keep moving forward. The key to overcoming self-doubt is building confidence, and confidence comes from taking small, consistent actions that prove to yourself that you are capable. Start by setting small, achievable goals that will help you build momentum. Each success, no matter how small, will strengthen your belief in yourself. Another powerful way to overcome self-doubt is to focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Take time to reflect on what you have already achieved, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Recognize that you have already overcome challenges, learned valuable lessons, and developed skills that are unique to you. By focusing on what you've already accomplished, you begin to shift your mindset from one of doubt to one of confidence. Also, remember that confidence is not about being perfect. It's about believing in your ability to grow and adapt. You don't need to have all the answers or be free from fear in order to move forward. Confidence comes from trusting yourself, even when you don't have all the answers. It's about knowing that you have the inner strength to handle whatever challenges come your way. When you start believing in yourself and your abilities, you'll notice that your confidence begins to radiate into everything you do. The universe responds to this energy by sending more opportunities your way. The more you believe in your own worth and capabilities, the more the universe reflects that back to you. Reclaiming your confidence is a key step in unlocking the abundance and success that the universe has always had for you. One of the most transformative shifts you can make is moving from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. For many of us, it's easy to focus on what we don't have, whether it's money, love, success, or peace. We've been conditioned to believe that there's not enough to go around, that resources are limited, and that we must compete for what we want. But the truth is, the universe is abundant. There is more than enough to go around for everyone. The key to unlocking this abundance is shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. The first step in this shift is to recognize the beliefs that have been holding you back. Ask yourself, what stories am I telling myself about money, success, love, or happiness? Do you believe that these things are hard to come by, that they are only for a select few? If so, it's time to rewrite those stories. The universe responds to the energy you send out. If you believe that there's never enough, the universe will mirror that back to you. But if you start believing that abundance is everywhere, that you are deserving of everything the universe has to offer, you will begin to attract that abundance into your life. Start by focusing on what you do have, rather than what you lack. The more you focus on the good things in your life, your health, your relationships, your talents, the more the universe will bring you reasons to be grateful. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to shift your mindset. When you are thankful for the blessings you already have, you open the door for more to flow into your life. It's like saying to the universe, I am ready for more. And the universe, in turn, responds by sending more blessings your way. By shifting your mindset to one of abundance, you begin to change how you see the world. You stop seeing yourself as someone who is struggling to get by and you start seeing yourself as someone who is abundant, worthy, and capable of receiving all that life has to offer. This shift in perspective will not only change the way you view your life, but it will also change the way the universe responds to you. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you have to create the life you want. The process is simple but incredibly effective. When you visualize, you are painting a picture in your mind of what you want to experience. This picture, when combined with the belief that it is already yours, creates a powerful force that attracts the reality you desire. The universe responds to your inner vision, and by seeing yourself in the life you want, you begin to align yourself with that reality. To begin, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably and close your eyes. Start by visualizing the life you desire, whether it's a career you're passionate about, a relationship filled with love and support, or a life of financial abundance. Picture every detail. What does your ideal day look like? How do you feel in this life? What are you doing? Who are you surrounded by? The more vivid and real you make this visualization, the stronger the energy you put out into the universe. As you visualize, also focus on how you want to feel. It's not just about imagining what you want to have. It's about connecting with the emotions that come with it. How does it feel to live your dream life? Does it feel peaceful, exciting, empowering? The more you can connect with these positive emotions, the more you send that energy out to the universe. Remember, the universe responds to energy. And when you put out the energy of joy, abundance, and fulfillment, the universe will mirror that back to you. Visualization is not just about dreaming. It's about believing that what you want is already on its way. Trust that as you visualize, you are aligning with your desires. The more you practice visualization, the more you will begin to notice small signs and synchronicities that bring you closer to your dreams. The universe is already responding to your vision. All you need to do is believe and then take inspired action when the opportunities arise. Gratitude is a powerful force that has the ability to transform your life. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you begin to shift your energy and raise your vibration. The more you express gratitude, the more the universe sends you reasons to be thankful. Gratitude is one of the most important practices you can adopt on your journey to reclaim everything the universe owes you. Start by taking a moment each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for. It can be something as simple as the warmth of the sun, a good meal, or a supportive friend. The more you focus on the positive aspects of your life, the more you will begin to notice how much you truly have. Gratitude helps you shift from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. When you appreciate what you already have, you create space for more to come into your life. The key to gratitude is consistency. Make it a daily practice to acknowledge the good in your life. As you express gratitude, you begin to see the world through a different lens, one that is focused on the blessings around you rather than what is missing. The universe responds to this shift in energy by sending you more to be grateful for. It's like planting seeds of positivity that bloom into more blessings and opportunities. When you practice gratitude, you begin to see that everything is connected. Your inner world reflects your outer world. As you become more grateful, the universe responds by giving you more reasons to be thankful. This creates a powerful cycle of abundance that continues to grow as long as you stay focused on the positive aspects of your life. This is your time to step into the life you've always dreamed of. The universe has been waiting for you to reclaim what is rightfully yours. It has always had abundance, love, and success prepared for you, but you had to be ready to receive it. Now, with each step you take toward embracing your true worth, the universe is aligning with your desires. By shifting your mindset, practicing gratitude, visualizing your dreams, and trusting the universe's timing, you are opening the door to a new reality. You no longer need to chase after what you want. It's already coming to you. Every day is a new opportunity to embrace the life that the universe has been preparing for you. Remember, it's never too late to begin. The universe has no expiration date on your dreams. Everything you've ever wanted is already within your reach. You simply need to believe, align, and receive. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, and as you move forward, you will begin to see the reality of your dreams unfold before you. This is your time. The universe is waiting, and it's ready to give you everything you deserve. Reclaim your power. Reclaim your life. Reclaim every year the universe owes you. The time to receive is now. Hello, beautiful soul. I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Just breathe in slowly, and as you breathe out, let yourself settle into this moment. You know, there's something so special about the fact that you're here, that you found your way to this conversation about money and abundance. It tells me something wonderful about you. It tells me that deep in your heart, you know you deserve more. You know there's another way to live, another way to experience wealth that doesn't involve the constant struggle and stress that so many of us have been taught is normal. I want to start by saying something that might surprise you. The $50 million you're dreaming about, or whatever amount would make you feel truly free and secure, it's not actually about the money itself. I know that might sound strange, but stay with me. What you're really seeking is the feeling that money represents. You want to feel safe. You want to feel worthy. You want to feel like you can breathe easily, like you can be generous with others, like you can follow your heart without constantly worrying about bills and expenses. You want to feel like you belong in a world of abundance. And here's what I know to be true. You absolutely do belong there. But somewhere along the way, many of us picked up the idea that money has to be hard, that we have to struggle for it, fight for it, sacrifice our health and happiness for it. We learned that good people don't want too much money, that wanting financial freedom somehow makes us greedy or selfish. We learned that money doesn't grow on trees, that we have to work ourselves to the bone to deserve even a little bit of financial ease. If any of this feels familiar, I want you to know that these aren't your thoughts. These are thoughts that were passed down to you like an old coat that doesn't fit anymore. You've been wearing beliefs about money that were never really yours to begin with. And the beautiful thing about recognizing this is that what was learned can be unlearned. What was taught can be retaught. Your relationship with money can become something completely different starting today. I've worked with thousands of people over the years, and I've seen the most amazing transformations happen when someone finally gives themselves permission to want abundance without guilt, without shame, without the belief that they have to earn their worthiness through suffering. There was once a woman who came to me feeling completely hopeless about money. She was working 3 jobs just to barely get by, and she felt like she was drowning. She kept saying, "Money just isn't meant for people like me." But as we worked together, she discovered that this belief came from watching her mother struggle, from hearing her father say that rich people were somehow bad or dishonest. Once she realized these weren't her beliefs, everything began to shift. Today, she runs a successful business and creates abundance, not just for herself, but for everyone she employs. Your story doesn't have to be one of struggle. Your story can be one of grace, of ease, of money flowing to you in ways that feel natural and joyful. But first, we need to look honestly at what's been blocking that flow, and we need to do it with love, not judgment. We need to approach your money story the way a loving parent approaches a frightened child, with patience, with understanding, with the absolute knowing that healing is possible. The truth is, the universe is abundant. Look around you right now. Look at how many leaves are on the trees, how many grains of sand are on the beaches, how many stars are in the sky. Abundance is the natural state of things. Scarcity is what happens when that natural flow gets blocked. And one of the biggest blocks to financial flow is our own unconscious beliefs about what we deserve and what's possible for us. Now let's explore how these beliefs about money got started in the first place. You see, your relationship with money began long before you ever had any money of your own. It started when you were very small, watching the adults around you, listening to their conversations, absorbing their feelings about money like a little sponge. If the adults in your life worried about money, you learned that money was something to worry about. If they argued about money, you learned that money caused conflict. If they said things like, money doesn't buy happiness, or rich people are greedy, you absorbed those beliefs as if they were absolute truths. But here's what's really important to understand. You absorbed not just their words, but their emotions about money. If your mother sighed every time she paid bills, if your father's face got tight when he talked about expenses, if there were hushed conversations about money that stopped when you walked into the room, you learned that money was associated with stress, fear, and scarcity. Your little nervous system recorded all of this, and it created what I like to call your money blueprint, the unconscious pattern that still influences how you think, feel, and act around money today. Many of us learned that loving, caring people don't ask for too much. We learned that good people are humble about their needs, that wanting financial abundance is somehow selfish or materialistic. We learned that money is the root of all evil, that you can't be spiritual and wealthy at the same time, that having too much money means someone else has to have less. These beliefs feel so real, so true, because we learned them when we were young and impressionable. But they're not universal truths. They're just beliefs, and beliefs can be changed. Your current financial situation is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It's simply a reflection of your current beliefs about what's possible for you. And the beautiful thing about beliefs is that once you recognize them, once you see them clearly, you can choose different ones. You can choose to believe that money flows easily to you. You can choose to believe that you deserve abundance. You can choose to believe that wealth and spirituality go beautifully together, that having money allows you to be more generous, more helpful, more of who you truly are. Think about the messages you received about money and success. Did anyone ever tell you that money doesn't buy happiness? Did you hear that rich people are snobs or that they don't care about others? Did you learn that you should be grateful for what you have and not ask for more? These beliefs might have been meant to teach you good values, but they may have also taught you to limit yourself, to play small, to believe that wanting abundance is somehow wrong. And then there's the relationship between how you feel about yourself and how you feel about money. I've noticed that people who struggle financially often struggle with feeling worthy in general. There's usually a deep belief somewhere that says, I'm not enough, or I don't deserve good things, or other people are more deserving than I am. Money becomes a mirror for how we feel about ourselves. If we don't believe we're worthy of love, we probably don't believe we're worthy of wealth either. But here's what I know about you. Even though we may never have met, you are absolutely worthy of abundance. Not because of what you do or what you achieve, but because of who you are. You were born worthy. You came into this world deserving of all good things. Somewhere along the way, you may have forgotten this truth, but it's still true. Your worthiness isn't something you have to earn or prove. It's something you simply are. Money is energy, just like everything else in the universe. And energy flows most easily when there's no resistance, no tension, no struggle. When you hold tight to money out of fear, when you chase it desperately, when you worry constantly about not having enough, you create resistance in the flow. It's like trying to drink water through a straw that you're squeezing shut. The water wants to flow, but the pressure you're applying stops it from moving freely. Now let's talk about this story of not enough that so many of us carry around. This story usually sounds something like, there's not enough money to go around, or I never have enough, or no matter how hard I work, it's never enough. This story feels so real because we see evidence of it everywhere. We see people struggling, we hear about economic problems, we experience our own financial challenges, and we think, see, there really isn't enough. But what if I told you that this story of not enough is actually creating more experiences of not having enough? What if your belief in scarcity is actually what's keeping abundance away from you? This isn't about positive thinking or pretending that real challenges don't exist. This is about understanding that your beliefs create your reality, and if you want a different reality, you need different beliefs. The not enough story usually comes with a lot of fear. Fear that if you don't hold tight to what you have, you'll lose it. Fear that if you're generous, there won't be enough left for you. Fear that abundance is limited, and if someone else has a lot, that means less for you. But abundance doesn't work like a pie where someone else's slice makes yours smaller. Abundance works like love. The more you give, the more you have. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more there is for everyone. I want you to start noticing how often thoughts of not enough come up in your daily life. Not enough time, not enough money, not enough energy, not enough opportunities. Notice how these thoughts feel in your body. Do they make you feel tight and contracted? Do they make your shoulders tense up or your stomach clench? That physical response is your body's way of telling you that these thoughts aren't serving you. They're not bringing you closer to what you want. They're actually pushing it away. The truth is, wanting money is not greedy. Wanting financial freedom is not selfish. Wanting abundance is not materialistic. Money is simply a tool that allows you to live more fully, to be more generous, to have more choices about how you spend your time and energy. When you have enough money, you don't have to spend your mental energy worrying about bills. You can focus on your relationships, your health, your creativity, your contribution to the world. Money gives you the freedom to be more of who you truly are. But here's where many people get stuck. They want abundance, but they don't believe they deserve it. Or they believe they deserve it, but they don't believe it's possible for them. Or they believe it's possible, but they think they have to struggle and sacrifice to get it. These conflicting beliefs create what I call energetic static, mixed messages that confuse the universe about what you really want. The universe responds to your dominant vibration, not your words. If you're saying you want abundance but feeling unworthy, if you're asking for wealth but believing it's not possible, if you're visualizing success but expecting failure, you're sending mixed signals. And when you send mixed signals, you get mixed results. You might get a little money and then lose it. You might get opportunities that don't work out. You might find yourself constantly taking one step forward and 2 steps back. This is why it's so important to get clear about what you really believe about money and about yourself. Most of our limiting beliefs operate unconsciously. We're not even aware we have them. They're like programs running in the background of our minds, influencing every decision we make, every action we take, every opportunity we notice or miss. One of the things I've learned over the years is that your body holds incredible wisdom about abundance. Your body actually knows how to receive. Think about how naturally a flower opens to receive sunlight, or how easily your lungs receive air. Your body was designed to be in a state of flow, a state of ease, a state of natural receiving. But when we're stressed about money, when we're constantly worried about not having enough, we create physical tension that literally blocks our ability to receive good things. Let me explain what happens in your body when you're in scarcity mode. When you think thoughts like, "I can't afford this," or "I never have enough money," your nervous system responds as if you're in danger. Your shoulders might tense up, your jaw might clench, your breathing might become shallow. Your body goes into what we call survival mode, and in survival mode, you're focused on protecting what you have rather than being open to receive more. But abundance requires receptivity. It requires a kind of softness, an openness, a relaxed state where good things can flow to you easily. When your body is tight with fear and worry, it's like having your hands clenched in fists. You can't receive anything new because you're not open to receive it. Your body language, your posture, your breathing, all of these things communicate to the universe whether you're available for abundance or closed off from it. I want you to try something with me right now. First, think about your biggest money worry. Really feel into it. Notice what happens in your body. Do your shoulders come up toward your ears? Does your stomach tighten? Does your breathing become more shallow? This is what I call your scarcity posture. The physical state your body goes into when you're thinking thoughts of lack and limitation. Now let's try something different. Take a deep breath and let your shoulders drop. Soften your jaw. Relax your hands. Put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Breathe slowly and deeply, letting your belly rise and fall with each breath. As you breathe, say quietly to yourself, "I am open to receive." Notice how different your body feels in this relaxed, open state. This is your abundance posture, the physical state that allows good things to flow to you. Your breath is one of your most powerful tools for shifting into abundance consciousness. When you're anxious about money, your breathing becomes tight and restricted. But when you breathe deeply and slowly, you signal to your nervous system that you're safe, that you're open, that you're ready to receive. There's something magical about conscious breathing. It connects you to the flow of life itself, and money is just one form of that flow. I'd like you to practice what I call abundance breathing. Several times throughout your day, especially when you notice yourself getting tense about money, take 5 deep breaths. With each inhale, breathe in possibilities. With each exhale, release any tension or worry. Let your body remember its natural state of ease and receptivity. Your body knows how to receive abundance. Sometimes we just need to remind it. The truth is, struggling and forcing never creates lasting abundance. Think about it. When you're pushing really hard for something, when you're forcing and straining and desperately trying to make something happen, how does that feel? It feels exhausting, doesn't it? It feels like swimming against a strong current. And often the harder you push, the more elusive your goal becomes. I've watched so many people exhaust themselves trying to force money to come to them. They work longer hours, they stress themselves out, they sacrifice their health and their relationships, all in the name of creating financial security. But this approach usually backfires because it's based on the belief that abundance requires struggle. It's based on the old idea that anything good has to be hard-earned. But what if there was another way? What if abundance could flow to you easily, naturally, without all the stress and strain? What if money could come to you through joy instead of struggle, through ease instead of effort, through inspiration instead of desperation. The difference between inspired action and desperate action is huge. Desperate action comes from fear. Fear that there's not enough time, not enough opportunity, not enough money. It feels frantic and urgent. It's the energy of grabbing and grasping and trying to control outcomes. Inspired action, on the other hand, comes from a place of knowing that you're supported, that the universe is abundant, that the right opportunities will present themselves at the right time. When you take inspired action, it feels good. It feels natural and flowing. You have energy for it, rather than feeling drained by it. Opportunities seem to open up in front of you. People want to help you. Resources appear when you need them. This is what it looks like when you're in harmony with the natural flow of abundance, rather than working against it. Think of a river flowing toward the ocean. The water doesn't struggle or force its way there. It simply flows, following the path of least resistance, moving around obstacles, always finding a way forward. This is how abundance wants to flow to you, easily, naturally, finding the perfect path and timing. But when you try to force the river to move faster or flow in a different direction, you create turbulence and resistance. Your job is not to force abundance to come to you. Your job is to become like that river, fluid, flexible, always moving toward your goal, but willing to take the easiest path. Sometimes that might mean waiting for the right opportunity instead of settling for the first one that comes along. Sometimes it might mean saying no to something that doesn't feel right, even if it seems like it should be what you want. Sometimes it might mean trusting that what appears to be a detour is actually leading you to something even better. I want you to start paying attention to how different activities feel in your body. When you're doing something that's aligned with your natural flow toward abundance, it will feel good. You'll have energy for it. Time will seem to fly by. You'll feel excited and inspired rather than drained and stressed. When you're forcing something that isn't meant for you, it will feel heavy and difficult. You'll feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill. This doesn't mean that creating abundance requires no effort at all. It means that the effort feels good, feels natural, feels like you're working with life rather than against it. It's the difference between swimming with the current and swimming against it. Both require movement, but one flows easily while the other exhausts you. Now, let's talk about some practical things you can do every day to strengthen your abundance consciousness and open yourself to receive more money and opportunities. These aren't complicated techniques. They're simple practices that help you align your thoughts, feelings, and energy with what you want to create. One of the most powerful practices you can do is what I call mirror work for money. This involves looking at yourself in the mirror and speaking lovingly to yourself about money and abundance. I know this might feel uncomfortable at first. Many of us have never spoken kindly to ourselves about money. We're used to criticizing ourselves, worrying, or feeling guilty about our financial desires. But the relationship you have with yourself in the mirror is the foundation for every other relationship in your life, including your relationship with money. If you can't look at yourself with love and tell yourself that you deserve abundance, how can you expect the universe to give it to you? If you're constantly criticizing yourself or feeling unworthy, you're sending a very clear message about what you believe you deserve. Start with something simple. Look in the mirror and say, "I love and approve of myself, and I deserve to feel financially secure." Notice what comes up for you. Do you feel resistance? Do other thoughts pop up like, "No, you don't," or "That's not true"? This is normal. You're not trying to convince yourself of something you don't believe. You're just beginning to plant seeds of new possibility. You can also try saying things like, "I am worthy of abundance," or "Money flows to me easily and naturally," or I trust that the universe is providing for me. Choose words that feel authentic to you. If something feels too big or unbelievable, start smaller. Maybe begin with, I am open to the possibility that money can flow to me more easily. Another powerful practice is gratitude for the money and abundance that's already in your life. I know this can be challenging when you're worried about bills or feeling like you don't have enough, but there's always something to be grateful for, even if it's just the fact that you had food today or a roof over your head last night. Gratitude is like a magnet for more good things. When you focus on what you have with appreciation, you create a vibration that attracts more to be grateful for. Try keeping a daily gratitude list, but include financial things specifically. Maybe you're grateful for the coffee you bought this morning, or for having enough gas in your car, or for a friend who treated you to lunch. Maybe you're grateful for your health, which saves you money on medical bills, or for a skill you have that could potentially earn you income. The key is to really feel the gratitude, not just think it. Let yourself feel truly thankful for the abundance that's already present in your life. This shifts your focus from what's missing to what's here, and that shift in focus changes everything. You can also practice visualization, but I want you to do it in a way that feels real and authentic to you. Instead of trying to force yourself to believe something that feels impossible, start by visualizing yourself feeling the way you want to feel. How would you feel if money flowed easily to you? How would you feel if you never had to worry about bills again? How would you feel if you could be generous with others and with yourself? Focus on those feelings, the feelings of security, peace, freedom, generosity. Let yourself really experience what it would be like to live from that place. Your subconscious mind responds much more to feelings than to pictures, so this emotional visualization is incredibly powerful. Writing can also be a wonderful tool for shifting your money consciousness. Try writing about your relationship with money as if you were writing to a friend. What would you tell them about your money story? What beliefs did you inherit? What fears do you have? What dreams do you hold? Sometimes just getting these things out of your head and onto paper can help you see them more clearly and begin to shift them. You can also write yourself letters of encouragement about money. Write to yourself as if you were writing to someone you love who was struggling financially. What would you tell them? How would you encourage them? What wisdom would you share? Then read these letters to yourself when you're feeling worried or discouraged about money. Another practice that I find incredibly powerful is what I call abundance journaling. This is where you write about money and abundance as if you already have everything you desire. Write about your day as someone who is financially free. How do you spend your time when money isn't a concern? What choices do you make? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? How do you interact with others? This isn't about fantasy or pretending. It's about connecting with the energy and feelings of abundance so that you can begin to embody them now. You might write something like, I woke up this morning feeling so grateful for the financial freedom I have. I love knowing that I can follow my heart without worrying about money. Today, I chose to spend time with my family because I wanted to, not because I had to work. I bought groceries without looking at prices, and I even treated a friend to lunch just because it felt good to be generous. As you write these entries, pay attention to how it feels to imagine living this way. Does it feel possible? Does it feel good? Does it bring up any resistance or fear? All of these responses give you valuable information about your current beliefs and where you might need to do some gentle healing work. Now let's talk about affirmations, but not the kind that feel forced or fake. I've seen too many people try to use affirmations by just repeating words they don't really believe, and then they get frustrated when nothing changes. Effective affirmations are different. They're statements that feel true to you right now, or at least possible. and they help you gradually shift your beliefs in the direction you want to go. The key to creating affirmations that actually work is to start where you are, not where you think you should be. If saying, "I am a millionaire," feels completely false to you, it's not going to help. In fact, it might make things worse because every time you say it, your inner voice will argue back with, "No, you're not." Instead, start with affirmations that feel like a stretch but not a lie. Maybe something like, "I am becoming more open to receiving abundance," or "I am learning to trust that the universe wants good things for me," or "Each day, I am growing more comfortable with the idea of having plenty of money." You can also use what I call bridge affirmations, statements that help you move from where you are to where you want to be. If you currently believe that money is hard to come by, you might use affirmations like, "I am open to the possibility that money can flow more easily to me," or "I am willing to believe that abundance is my natural state." The most important thing about affirmations is that they feel good when you say them. They should feel hopeful, encouraging, supportive. If an affirmation makes you feel worse or brings up a lot of resistance, it's too big a leap for right now. Make it smaller, gentler, more believable. I also want you to pay attention to the affirmations you're already using, the things you tell yourself about money every day. Most of us are already using affirmations, but they're often negative ones. "I can't afford that." "Money is so tight." "I never have enough." "Rich people are lucky." These are affirmations too, and they're very powerful because you believe them completely. Start noticing these unconscious affirmations and gently replacing them with something more supportive. Instead of, "I can't afford that," try, "I choose not to spend my money on that right now." Or, "I'm prioritizing other things with my money." Instead of, "I never have enough," try, "I'm learning to manage my money in new ways," or "I'm grateful for what I have while I'm creating more." The timing of when you use affirmations matters too. Your subconscious mind is most receptive when you're relaxed, so bedtime and first thing in the morning are powerful times for affirmations. You can also use them anytime you notice yourself thinking limiting thoughts about money. The moment you catch yourself thinking, "I can't afford this," or "money is so hard," that's the perfect time to insert a more supportive thought. Let me share some affirmations that many people find helpful, but remember to choose the ones that feel right for you and modify them as needed. I deserve to live abundantly. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I am worthy of financial security and freedom. The universe is abundant, and I am part of that abundance. I release all fear and worry about money and trust that I am provided for. I am grateful for the money I have and excited about the money that's coming to me. Creating daily practices around abundance is what turns these concepts from nice ideas into actual changes in your life. Your daily habits and routines are constantly reinforcing either abundance consciousness or scarcity consciousness. Most of us have routines that reinforce worry about money. Checking bank balances with anxiety, reading news about economic problems, complaining about prices, talking about how expensive everything is. But you can create new routines that reinforce abundance instead. Start your day by thinking of 3 things you're grateful for, and try to include at least one thing related to money or abundance. Maybe you're grateful for the electricity that powers your home, or for having enough food for breakfast, or for a skill you have that could earn you money. Throughout the day, practice what I call abundance awareness. Notice all the signs of abundance around you. Look at how many cars are on the road. Each one represents someone who had the money to buy it. Notice how many houses you pass. Each one represents someone who can afford housing. See how many people are in restaurants and stores, all evidence that money is flowing, that people have resources to spend. This isn't about comparing yourself to others or feeling bad about what you don't have. It's about training your mind to see abundance instead of scarcity. When you start looking for evidence of abundance, you'll find it everywhere, and what you focus on expands. In the evening, instead of worrying about tomorrow's expenses or reviewing all the money challenges of the day, try spending a few minutes visualizing money flowing to you easily. See yourself receiving payments, finding money, being offered opportunities. Feel the relief and joy of having plenty. Let yourself go to sleep with thoughts of abundance rather than thoughts of worry. When you do have to deal with bills or financial challenges, try to approach them from a place of calm rather than panic. Before you sit down to pay bills, take a few deep breaths and remind yourself that you're taking care of yourself by managing your money responsibly. Feel grateful for the services and products you're paying for. Thank your electricity company for keeping your lights on. Thank your phone company for keeping you connected to people you love. This might seem like a small thing, but it shifts the energy around money from resentment and fear to appreciation and flow. When you pay bills with gratitude rather than resentment, you're affirming that you have money to pay them and that you value what you're receiving in exchange. If you're going through a particularly challenging financial time, try to maintain your abundance practices even more consistently. I know this can be hard when you're worried about making ends meet, but this is actually when these practices are most important. Your challenging circumstances are showing you your current beliefs about money, and they're giving you an opportunity to choose different beliefs. When you're in financial difficulty, it's natural to focus on the problem, to worry, to feel scared. But if you can maintain some practices that connect you to abundance, even just a few minutes of gratitude each day or a simple affirmation before bed, you're planting seeds for things to improve. You're telling the universe that despite your current circumstances, you still believe in abundance. You're keeping the door open for positive change. One of the hardest things about creating abundance is learning to trust divine timing. We live in a culture that wants everything instantly, and when we decide we want financial abundance, we often want it right now. We want to know exactly when it's coming and exactly how it's going to happen. But abundance doesn't usually work on our timeline. It works on a much wiser, more perfect timeline than we can see from our limited perspective. I've learned that the universe always has perfect timing, even when it doesn't feel perfect to us. Sometimes what looks like a delay is actually divine protection, protecting us from opportunities that wouldn't have been right for us, or giving us time to grow into our readiness to handle abundance responsibly. Sometimes what seems like a detour is actually leading us to something much better than what we originally wanted. This doesn't mean you should be passive and just wait for abundance to fall from the sky. You still need to take inspired action, to follow your intuition, to say yes to opportunities that feel right. But you can do all of this while also trusting that there's a bigger plan at work, a wisdom that's orchestrating things in ways you can't always see. Learning to recognize the signs that abundance is on its way can help you maintain your faith during challenging times. Often, right before things improve financially, there are subtle signs that change is coming. You might start having dreams about money or abundance. You might notice that you're feeling more hopeful and optimistic for no particular reason. You might find yourself having conversations about money that feel different, more positive, more open. Sometimes the signs are more obvious. Unexpected opportunities start presenting themselves. People begin talking to you about ways to make money. You start seeing symbols of abundance everywhere you look. Pay attention to these signs without getting attached to specific outcomes. They're just the universe's way of letting you know that your abundance practices are working, that shifts are happening, that good things are in motion. There will also be times when things look worse before they get better. This can be really challenging because it seems like your abundance work isn't working. But often what's really happening is that old patterns are breaking up to make room for new ones. Financial challenges can sometimes be the universe's way of moving you out of situations that were keeping you stuck, even if those situations felt safe and familiar. During these times, it's especially important to maintain your faith and your practices. Keep affirming your worthiness. Keep looking for things to be grateful for. Keep visualizing abundance flowing to you. Keep taking inspired action when opportunities present themselves. Trust that this is all part of a bigger process that's leading you toward the financial freedom you desire. Sometimes abundance comes in ways we don't expect. You might be visualizing a specific amount of money coming from a specific source, but abundance might come through a completely different avenue. Maybe instead of getting the raise you wanted, you discover a talent that leads to a new income stream. Maybe instead of winning money, you meet someone who offers you an amazing opportunity. Maybe instead of receiving money directly, you receive something valuable that saves you money or opens doors for you. Stay open to abundance in all its forms. Don't get so attached to how you think it should happen that you miss how it actually wants to happen. The universe is infinitely creative in the ways it can bring abundance to you, but you have to be open and flexible enough to recognize and receive it. As we come to the end of our time together, I want you to know something important. You are not broken. You don't need to be fixed. You don't need to become someone different to deserve abundance. You already deserve it. You already are worthy of it. The only thing that needs to change is your belief about what's possible for you. The $50 million you've been dreaming about, or whatever amount would make you feel truly free, it's not just a fantasy. It's a possibility. But more than that, the feelings you want that money to give you, the security, the freedom, the peace of mind, the ability to be generous, those feelings are available to you right now, in this moment, regardless of your current bank balance. You can start living from abundance consciousness today. You can start treating yourself with the love and respect that abundant people have for themselves. You can start making decisions from a place of trust rather than fear. You can start believing that the universe wants good things for you. You can start expecting miracles. The journey to financial abundance is really a journey home to yourself, home to your inherent worthiness, home to your natural state of deserving good things, home to the truth that you are a beloved child of a generous universe. Every step you take toward healing your relationship with money is also a step toward healing your relationship with yourself. So be patient with yourself as you practice these new ways of thinking and being. Be gentle with yourself when old fears and worries come up. Remember that changing lifelong beliefs takes time, and every small shift you make is bringing you closer to the abundance you desire. Start where you are today. Start with one small practice that feels good to you. Maybe it's looking in the mirror and saying one kind thing to yourself about money. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for that relate to abundance. Maybe it's taking 5 deep breaths and affirming that you're open to receiving good things. Your abundant life is waiting for you. It's not waiting for you to become perfect or to never have another worry about money. It's waiting for you to remember who you truly are, a magnificent being who deserves all the love, joy, peace, and yes, financial abundance that life has to offer. The universe is saying yes to you right now. The only question is, are you ready to say yes to yourself? Hello, beautiful soul. I want you to know that if you're here right now, listening to these words, there's something inside you that's ready for healing. There's a part of you that knows it's time to let go of what's been holding you back, what's been causing you pain. And I want you to know that this takes tremendous courage. Just being here, just being willing to listen, shows me how strong and brave you really are. Life can hurt sometimes, can it? Sometimes the pain feels so deep, so overwhelming, that we wonder if we'll ever feel whole again. Maybe you've been carrying something heavy in your heart for a long time. Maybe it's a loss that still brings tears to your eyes, or words that were spoken to you that cut so deep they changed how you see yourself. Perhaps it's a relationship that ended badly, leaving you questioning your worth. Or maybe it's something that happened when you were young, something that made you feel unsafe or unloved, and that feeling has followed you into your adult life. Whatever brought you here today, I want you to know that your pain is real and it matters. Your feelings are valid. You're not being too sensitive. You're not overreacting, and you're certainly not broken. You're a human being having a human experience, and part of that experience includes times when life hurts. This is not a flaw in you. This is simply what it means to be alive, to love, to care, to open your heart to this world. I've learned something beautiful in my many years of life and work with people who are healing. Every single person who has ever walked this earth has felt pain. Every single person has moments when they wonder if they're strong enough to keep going. You are not alone in this. The very fact that you can feel pain so deeply shows me how much capacity you have for love, for joy, for connection. Your sensitive heart is not a weakness, it's one of your greatest gifts. But here's what I also know to be true. Pain is not meant to be permanent. It's meant to move through us, to teach us, to help us grow, and then to transform into something else, something beautiful. Sometimes pain is life's way of getting our attention, of showing us where we need to send ourselves more love, more compassion, more healing energy. Sometimes it's pointing us toward a part of ourselves that's been neglected or ignored for too long. Right now, wherever you are, I want you to place your hand on your heart. Feel that gentle rhythm beneath your palm. This heart of yours has been beating since before you were born, carrying you through every single day of your life. It's carried you through your happiest moments and your deepest sorrows. It's never given up on you, not once. And it's not going to give up on you now. Your heart knows how to heal. Your body knows how to heal. Your spirit knows how to heal. Sometimes we just need to remember how to get out of our own way and let that natural healing happen. Now, I know that when we're in pain, especially pain that's been with us for a while, there's often a part of us that doesn't want to let it go. This might sound strange, but stay with me for a moment. Sometimes we hold on to our pain because it's familiar. It's become like an old friend, even though it's not a very kind friend. We know what to expect from our pain. We know how it feels, how it acts, how it shows up in our lives. And sometimes the unknown territory of healing, of feeling better, of letting go, can feel scarier than staying where we are. There's something else that happens when we've been hurt. We often think that if we keep holding on to the pain, somehow it proves that what happened mattered. We think that if we let go, we're somehow saying that what happened was okay, or that the person who hurt us gets away with it. We think that our pain is somehow protecting us from getting hurt again. We grip it tightly with both hands, like it's a shield that will keep us safe. But here's what I've discovered, and what I want to share with you today. Holding on to pain is like holding on to a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. You're the one who gets burned. When we clutch our hurt, our anger, our resentment, our fear, we're not protecting ourselves. We're not keeping ourselves safe. We're actually creating more suffering for ourselves. Think about what happens in your body when you make a tight fist. Your muscles tense up, your arm gets tired, your whole body starts to feel the strain. Now think about what happens when you open your hand, when you relax those fingers and let your palm face upward. Everything softens, everything relaxes, the tension melts away. This is what happens when we learn to hold our experiences with an open hand instead of a clenched fist. When we hold on to old hurts, when we replay old conversations over and over in our minds, when we tell ourselves the same painful stories day after day, we're essentially asking our bodies and our hearts to live in the past. We're asking them to experience those difficult moments again and again, as if they're happening right now. Our bodies don't know the difference between a memory and reality. When we think about something painful, our bodies respond as if that painful thing is happening in this very moment. This is why you might notice that when you think about someone who hurt you, your jaw tightens, or your shoulders creep up toward your ears, or your stomach knots up. Your body is responding to thoughts as if they're current reality. This is also why letting go isn't just an emotional process. It's a physical one too. We need to release these old experiences from our bodies as well as our minds and hearts. I want you to understand something important. Letting go doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're giving up or giving in. It doesn't mean that what happened to you doesn't matter or wasn't important. Letting go is actually one of the strongest, bravest things you can do. It takes real courage to open your hand and release what you've been holding on to. It takes real wisdom to choose your own peace over being right. It takes real love to choose healing over holding on to hurt. You have every right to feel whatever you're feeling right now. If you're angry, you have a right to that anger. If you're sad, you have a right to that sadness. If you're confused or scared or overwhelmed, those feelings are completely valid too. I'm not asking you to skip over your feelings or pretend they don't exist. What I'm inviting you to do is to feel them fully, to honor them, and then to choose what serves your highest good. Feelings are like weather patterns moving through the sky of your inner world. Sometimes it's sunny and bright. Sometimes there are storms. Sometimes it's cloudy and gray. But just like weather, feelings are temporary. They come, they serve their purpose, and then they pass. The sky itself, your essential self, remains unchanged. You are not your feelings. You are the awareness that experiences feelings. You are the sky, not the weather. When we resist our feelings, when we try to push them away or pretend they're not there, they tend to stick around longer. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The harder you push, the more forcefully it wants to pop back up. But when we acknowledge our feelings, when we say, yes, I see you, I feel you, you're welcome here, they often begin to soften and shift naturally. So right now, I want to invite you to take a gentle, deep breath with me. As you breathe in, I want you to breathe in compassion for yourself. As you breathe out, I want you to breathe out any tension you might be holding in your body. Let's do this together. Breathe in love. Breathe out tension. Breathe in peace. Breathe out worry. Breathe in healing. Breathe out anything that doesn't serve you. Your breath is always available to you as a tool for healing, for releasing, for coming back to the present moment. When old hurts come up, when painful memories surface, when you feel overwhelmed by emotion, you can always come back to your breath. You can always use your breath to create space between you and whatever you're experiencing. You can always breathe yourself back to safety, back to peace, back to the truth of who you are beneath all the pain. I want you to know that it's safe to feel whatever you're feeling. Your emotions won't hurt you. They're energy in motion, and when we allow them to move through us naturally, they serve their purpose and then transform into something else. It's only when we resist them, when we try to stop them or control them, that they cause us additional suffering. Think of your emotions like water in a river. When water flows freely, it's clear and clean and life-giving. But when we build dams, when we try to stop the natural flow, the water becomes stagnant. It loses its clarity and its life force. Your emotions want to flow. They want to move through you and transform. When you allow this natural process, you're working with your own healing instead of against it. Right now, if there's any emotion present in your body, any feeling that's asking for your attention, I invite you to place your hand on the part of your body where you feel it most strongly. Maybe it's your heart, maybe it's your stomach, maybe it's your throat. Just place your hand there gently, like you're comforting a dear friend, and silently say to that feeling, I see you, I acknowledge you, you're safe here. You're welcome to move through me and transform. You don't have to understand why you feel what you feel. You don't have to justify it or explain it or make it make sense to anyone else. You just have to feel it and allow it to be there without judgment. This is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself: permission to be human, permission to feel, permission to have your experience exactly as it is. There's something magical that happens when we start to pay attention to the connection between our thoughts and our bodies. Your body is so much wiser than you might realize. It's constantly communicating with you, sending you messages about what's happening in your inner world. Every thought you think sends a signal through your entire system. Every belief you hold creates a response in your physical body. When you think a loving thought about yourself, notice what happens in your body. Your shoulders might relax a little. Your breathing might become deeper and smoother. There might be a gentle warmth that spreads through your chest. Your face might soften. This is your body saying yes to love, yes to kindness, yes to peace. Your body knows the difference between thoughts that heal and thoughts that harm. Now, when you think a critical thought about yourself, when you replay that harsh inner voice that tells you you're not good enough or smart enough or worthy enough, notice what happens then. Your jaw might tighten. Your stomach might clench. Your breathing might become shallow. Your shoulders might creep up toward your ears. This is your body's way of protecting itself from the stress of unkind thoughts. Your body is responding to your thoughts as if they're real events happening right now. This is why healing isn't just about changing how we think. It's about learning to work with our bodies as partners in the healing process. Your body wants to heal. It wants to feel good. It wants to be relaxed and peaceful and vibrant. But when we fill our minds with thoughts of worry, fear, anger, or self-criticism, we're essentially asking our bodies to live in a state of constant stress. Let me share something beautiful with you. I've worked with thousands of people over the years, and I've seen how powerfully the body responds when we start sending it messages of love instead of fear. There was a woman who came to see me once who had been carrying tremendous guilt about something that happened in her past. She held this guilt so tightly that it showed up as chronic pain in her shoulders and neck. For years, she tried every physical treatment you could think of, but nothing gave her lasting relief. When she began to understand that her body was literally carrying the weight of her guilt, everything started to change. She began speaking to her body with kindness. She started thanking her shoulders for carrying so much for so long. She began sending love to the parts of her body that hurt, instead of being angry at them for causing her pain. Slowly, gently, the tension began to release. Her body began to trust that it was safe to let go. This is what your body wants too. It wants to trust that it's safe to release old tension, old fear, old pain. But first, it needs to know that you're on its side. It needs to know that you're not going to keep feeding it the same stressful thoughts day after day. It needs to know that you're committed to treating it with the love and respect it deserves. Your body holds the memory of every experience you've ever had. Every joy, every sorrow, every moment of fear, every moment of love is stored somewhere in your cells. But here's what's beautiful about this. Just as your body can hold on to painful memories, it can also release them. It can let them go when it feels safe to do so. Your body knows how to heal itself when we create the right conditions. Let's take a moment right now to connect with your body and send it some love. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or just soften your gaze. Take a slow, deep breath and bring your attention to the top of your head. Just notice this part of your body without trying to change anything. Send a little appreciation to your head for holding your beautiful brain, for protecting your thoughts and dreams. Now let your attention move down to your face, your eyes that have seen so much beauty in this world, so much love, your ears that have heard laughter and music and kind words, your mouth that has spoken words of love, that has tasted delicious food, that has smiled and brought joy to others. Just send some gratitude to your face for expressing so much of who you are. Move your attention down to your neck and shoulders. These parts of your body work so hard every day, holding up your head, carrying the weight of your thoughts and concerns. If there's any tension here, just acknowledge it gently. You might even place your hands on your shoulders and say quietly, "Thank you for carrying so much." You can relax now. It's safe to let go. Continue down to your chest, your heart area. This is where so much emotion lives. Your heart that has loved so deeply, that has felt such joy and such sorrow. Your lungs that have been breathing for you your entire life, never taking a break, always supporting you. Place your hand on your heart and feel that steady rhythm. This is the sound of life itself, the sound of your body's commitment to keeping you alive and well. Move down to your arms and hands, these hands that have created so much, that have reached out to help others, that have expressed love through touch. Your arms that have held people you care about, that have worked hard, that have lifted you up when you needed strength. Flex your fingers and feel the miracle of movement, the gift of being able to touch and create and express. Now bring your attention to your stomach area, your core. This is where we often hold our emotions, our fears, our excitement. If there's any tightness here, any discomfort, just breathe into it gently. This part of your body processes so much for you, not just food, but emotions too. Send it some appreciation for working so hard on your behalf. Move down to your hips and pelvis, the center of your body, your foundation. This area holds your creativity, your sexuality, your power. It connects your upper and lower body, helping you stay balanced and grounded. Honor this part of yourself for its strength and stability. Continue down to your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves. These parts of your body carry you everywhere you want to go. They support you when you stand. They move you forward when you walk. They help you dance and run and play. They've been with you through every step of your journey. Thank them for their service, for their strength, for their dedication. Finally, bring your attention to your feet. These faithful friends that connect you to the earth, that ground you, that support your entire body every single day. Your feet have walked with you through every experience of your life. They deserve so much appreciation for their constant support. Take a moment to send love to your entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Your body is not your enemy. It's not working against you. It's your partner in this journey of life, and it's doing its absolute best to support you in every way it can. When you start treating your body as a beloved friend instead of an adversary, everything begins to shift. Now there's something else we need to talk about, something that can be challenging but is absolutely essential for deep healing: forgiveness. I know this word might bring up some resistance for you. Maybe you're thinking, but you don't understand what they did to me. You don't know how badly I was hurt. Why should I forgive them? And I hear you. I truly do. But let me offer you a different way to think about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about saying that what happened was okay. It's not about excusing bad behavior or pretending that harmful actions didn't matter. Forgiveness is not about the other person at all. Forgiveness is about you. It's about setting yourself free from the prison of resentment and anger. It's about choosing your own peace over your need to be right. When we hold on to resentment, when we replay old hurts over and over in our minds, when we carry anger towards someone who hurt us, we're essentially allowing that person or situation to continue hurting us. They may have hurt us once, but every time we think angry thoughts about them, every time we wish something bad would happen to them, every time we tell someone else about how terrible they are, we're hurting ourselves again. Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It doesn't work that way. The poison stays in your system. The anger lives in your body. The stress affects your health, your relationships, your ability to be present for the good things in your life. The person who hurt you may be going about their life completely unaware of the anger you're carrying, while you're the one suffering day after day. This doesn't mean that what happened to you was acceptable. This doesn't mean that the person who hurt you shouldn't be held accountable for their actions. This doesn't mean you have to trust them again or have them in your life. Forgiveness simply means that you're choosing to release the hold that this situation has on your heart and mind. You're choosing to stop letting their actions control your emotional well-being. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It's not something you do because the other person deserves it. It's something you do because you deserve peace. You deserve freedom. You deserve to live your life without carrying the heavy burden of old anger and resentment. Sometimes forgiveness happens all at once, like a sudden release of pressure, but more often it's a process. It's something we choose again and again, day by day, moment by moment. There might be times when you think you've forgiven someone completely, and then something happens that brings all the old hurt rushing back. This is normal. This is part of the process. Be patient with yourself. Start small. Think of someone who hurt you in a minor way. Maybe someone cut you off in traffic last week, or a cashier was rude to you, or a friend forgot to call you back. Practice forgiveness with these smaller hurts first. You might say something like, "I forgive you for cutting me off. I release any anger I'm holding about this situation. I choose peace instead of resentment." As you practice with smaller hurts, you're building your forgiveness muscle. You're training your heart to let go. You're proving to yourself that forgiveness is possible, that it doesn't diminish you or make you weak. In fact, it makes you stronger. It frees up all that energy you were using to hold on to anger, and you can redirect that energy toward creating something beautiful in your life. There's a simple affirmation that can be incredibly powerful when you're ready to work with forgiveness. I forgive you, I release you, I let you go. You can say this silently to anyone who has hurt you. You can write it in a letter that you never send. You can say it out loud when you're alone. You can repeat it as many times as you need to until you feel the energy shift, until you feel the grip of resentment loosening. Here's another beautiful practice. Take out a piece of paper and write down the name of someone you're ready to forgive. Underneath their name, write about what they did that hurt you. Don't hold back. Write about how it made you feel, how it affected your life, how angry or sad or disappointed you were. Get it all out on paper. Then, on another piece of paper, write a letter of forgiveness to this person. You might start with something like, "I'm writing this letter to free myself from the anger I've been carrying. What you did hurt me deeply, and I needed time to feel that hurt fully. But now I'm ready to choose my own peace over holding on to this pain. I forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because I deserve to be free." Write whatever feels true for you. Don't worry about making it perfect. This letter is for you, not for them. When you're finished writing, you can tear up both letters, burn them safely, or bury them in the earth. The act of writing and then releasing these words can be incredibly healing. Now let's talk about the thoughts that run through your mind every day Most people think between 60,000 and 70,000 thoughts per day, and for most of us, the majority of those thoughts are the same thoughts we had yesterday. We think the same worried thoughts, the same critical thoughts, the same fearful thoughts over and over again. We get stuck in mental loops that keep us trapped in old patterns of suffering. But here's what's beautiful. You have the power to choose your thoughts. You may not be able to control what thoughts come into your mind, but you can certainly choose which ones you focus on, which ones you feed with your attention, which ones you allow to take root and grow in your consciousness. Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant seeds of worry, fear, and self-criticism, that's what will grow. If you plant seeds of love, peace, and possibility, that's what will flourish. Every thought you think is like a seed you're planting in the garden of your consciousness. What kind of garden do you want to create? The thoughts you think most often become your reality. If you constantly think thoughts like, I'm not good enough, nothing ever works out for me, I always mess things up, your subconscious mind accepts these as instructions. It begins to look for evidence to support these beliefs. It guides you toward choices and actions that confirm what you believe about yourself. But when you start thinking thoughts like, I am worthy of love, good things happen to me, I am learning and growing every day, your subconscious mind accepts these instructions instead. It begins to look for evidence to support these new beliefs. It guides you toward opportunities and experiences that match your new way of thinking. This is why affirmations can be so powerful. An affirmation is simply a positive statement that you repeat to yourself regularly. It's a way of deliberately choosing the thoughts you want to think, the beliefs you want to hold, the reality you want to create. When you repeat an affirmation, you're planting new seeds in the garden of your mind. Let me share some affirmations that can be particularly healing when you're working through difficult times. I am safe and protected. I am worthy of love and happiness. I choose thoughts that support my highest good. I am healing and becoming whole. I trust in my ability to create positive change in my life. I am strong enough to handle whatever comes my way. I deserve peace and joy. Choose one or two affirmations that resonate with you right now. Write them down. Put them where you'll see them often. Say them to yourself when you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep at night. Say them when you're feeling scared or worried or upset. Say them until they begin to feel true, until they begin to replace the old, limiting thoughts that have been running your life. There's a particularly powerful practice called mirror work that can accelerate your healing process. This involves looking at yourself in a mirror and speaking words of love and encouragement to yourself. I know this might feel awkward at first. Most of us are much more comfortable criticizing ourselves in the mirror than loving ourselves. But this practice can transform your relationship with yourself in profound ways. Start simply. Look in the mirror and say, "Hello, beautiful. I love you." If this feels too difficult, start with something gentler like, "I'm learning to love you," or "You're doing the best you can." The important thing is to make eye contact with yourself and speak with kindness and compassion. You can use mirror work with your affirmations too. Look yourself in the eyes and say, "I forgive you for all the mistakes you think you've made. I love you exactly as you are. You are worthy of all good things." This practice helps you internalize these positive messages on a deeper level because you're not just thinking them, you're seeing and hearing them reflected back to you. Now let's talk about the art of letting go. This is truly an art because letting go is not something you do once and then it's finished forever. It's a practice, a daily choice, a gentle discipline that becomes easier and more natural over time. Just like learning to play a musical instrument or paint a picture, letting go requires patience, practice, and compassion for yourself as you learn. Many people think that letting go means you should be able to release everything all at once, that you should wake up one morning and simply decide not to be hurt anymore. But that's not how healing works. That's not how the human heart works. Letting go is more like peeling an onion. You release one layer at a time, and sometimes you might cry a little in the process, and that's perfectly okay. There will be days when you feel like you've completely let go of something that was bothering you, and then something happens that brings it all back up again. Maybe you hear a song that reminds you of someone who hurt you, or you drive past a place where something painful happened, or someone says something that triggers an old wound. When this happens, please don't think you've failed or that you're not making progress. This is simply the natural rhythm of healing. Think of letting go like cleaning out a closet that's been cluttered for years. You might start by removing the obvious things, the items that are clearly no longer useful. But as you dig deeper, you find things you forgot were there, things that are harder to decide about, things that bring up unexpected memories and emotions. You don't clean out the whole closet in one day. You work at it bit by bit, and sometimes you need to take breaks. And sometimes you discover things that need more time and consideration before you're ready to release them. The same is true with emotional healing. Some hurts are easier to release than others. Some patterns of thinking take longer to transform. Some relationships require more time and energy to forgive or let go of. And that's completely natural. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with your process. Trust that every small step you take is moving you in the direction of greater freedom and peace. One beautiful technique for letting go is to create a simple ritual around release. This might be writing down what you want to let go of on pieces of paper and then safely burning them, watching the smoke carry your worries up into the sky. Or you might write a letter expressing everything you want to say to someone who hurt you and then tear it up and throw it away or bury it in the earth. Some people like to tie their worries to balloons and release them into the sky, or write them in the sand at the beach and let the waves wash them away. The specific ritual doesn't matter as much as the intention behind it. What matters is that you're making a conscious choice to release what no longer serves you. You're creating a physical action that supports your emotional intention. You're giving your subconscious mind a clear message about what you're ready to let go of. Another powerful practice is to create a letting go meditation or visualization. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, allowing your body to relax. In your mind's eye, picture yourself holding whatever you want to release. Maybe it's an image of the person who hurt you, or a symbol representing your fear or anger or sadness. Hold this image in your hands for a moment, acknowledging that it has been part of your experience. Then, when you're ready, open your hands and watch as what you're holding begins to transform. Maybe it turns into a bird that flies away, or a flower that dissolves into beautiful light, or a cloud that drifts away on the wind. See yourself becoming lighter as you release what you've been carrying. Feel the freedom in your body as you let go. End your visualization by filling the space where you were holding this burden with golden, healing light. Sometimes, when we're in the process of letting go, resistance comes up. Part of us wants to hold on, even when we know intellectually that releasing would be better for us. This resistance is normal and understandable. Often it's trying to protect us in some way. Maybe it's afraid that if we let go of our anger, we'll get hurt again. Maybe it's worried that if we forgive someone, we're somehow saying their behavior was acceptable. Maybe it's concerned that if we stop worrying about something, something bad will happen. When you notice resistance, don't fight it. Instead, get curious about it. Ask it what it's trying to protect you from. Thank it for caring about your well-being. Reassure it that you can let go and still keep yourself safe. You can forgive and still maintain healthy boundaries. You can stop worrying and still be responsible and prepared. You might say something like, "I understand that you're trying to keep me safe by holding on to this anger. Thank you for caring about me. But I want you to know that holding on to this anger is actually hurting me more than protecting me. I can let it go and still keep myself safe. I can learn from this experience without carrying the pain of it forever." Sometimes it helps to let go in stages. Maybe you're not ready to completely forgive someone who hurt you deeply, but you might be ready to stop wishing bad things would happen to them. Maybe you're not ready to trust completely again, but you might be ready to stop telling the story of your hurt to everyone you meet. Maybe you're not ready to forget what happened, but you might be ready to stop letting it control your emotional state every day. These partial releases are still meaningful. They still move you forward. They still free up energy that you can use for creating something beautiful in your life. Don't underestimate the power of small steps. 1,000 small steps will take you much further than waiting for one giant leap that may never come. Nurturing yourself during the healing process is not selfish, it's essential. When you're doing the deep work of healing, when you're facing old wounds and releasing old pain, you need extra care and gentleness. You need to treat yourself like you would treat a dear friend who is going through a difficult time. You need to be your own source of comfort and support. This means paying attention to what your body needs. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating foods that nourish you? Are you moving your body in ways that feel good? Are you spending time in nature, breathing fresh air, feeling the sun on your skin? These might seem like small things, but they're actually the foundation of healing. When your body feels cared for, it's much easier for your heart and mind to heal. It also means paying attention to what feeds your soul. What brings you joy? What makes you feel peaceful? What helps you feel connected to something larger than yourself? Maybe it's listening to beautiful music, or reading inspiring books, or spending time with animals, or creating art, or praying, or meditating. Whatever it is that lifts your spirit, make time for it regularly. This isn't a luxury, it's medicine for your healing heart. Pay attention to the people you spend time with during your healing journey. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, who believe in your ability to heal, who treat you with kindness and respect. Distance yourself, at least temporarily, from people who are constantly negative, who dismiss your feelings, who try to rush your healing process, or who seem invested in keeping you stuck in old patterns. You have every right to protect your energy while you're healing. You have every right to say no to activities, conversations, or relationships that drain you or set you back. You have every right to choose what and who you allow into your emotional space. This isn't being mean or selfish. This is being wise and loving toward yourself. Create a healing environment in your home. This might mean clearing clutter from your living space, adding plants or flowers, playing soothing music, burning candles or incense, or displaying images that make you feel hopeful and inspired. Your environment affects your mood and energy more than you might realize. When your external world feels peaceful and nurturing, it supports your internal healing process. Be patient with yourself. Healing doesn't happen on a timeline. It doesn't follow a schedule. Some days you'll feel like you're making tremendous progress, and other days you might feel like you're going backwards. Both experiences are normal and natural. Healing is not a straight line. It's more like a spiral. Sometimes you circle back to places you thought you'd already moved past, but each time you return, you're at a higher level of understanding and awareness. Celebrate small victories. Notice when you're able to think about something that used to upset you without feeling that familiar knot in your stomach. Acknowledge when you're able to wish someone well instead of wishing them harm. Appreciate when you catch yourself starting to think an old, limiting thought and consciously choose a better one instead. These moments might seem small, but they're actually evidence of profound transformation happening within you. Keep a gratitude journal during your healing process. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're grateful for a warm cup of coffee in the morning, or a phone call from a friend, or the way the light looked coming through your window. This practice trains your mind to look for the good in your life, even when you're going through challenging times. It reminds you that even in the midst of healing, there is still beauty and joy to be found. As you continue on this healing journey, you'll begin to notice signs that something beautiful is happening within you. You might notice that you sleep better at night, that your dreams are more peaceful. You might find that you're not as reactive to things that used to upset you. You might discover that you have more energy, more enthusiasm for life, more capacity for joy. You might notice that your relationships begin to change. As you heal and grow, you naturally attract people who are also committed to growth and healing. You might find that some relationships that were built on shared complaints or mutual dysfunction begin to feel uncomfortable. This is normal and healthy. As you change, your relationships will either grow with you or naturally fall away to make room for new connections that match who you're becoming. Pay attention to new interests and desires that emerge as you heal. Maybe you find yourself drawn to activities you never considered before. Maybe you discover talents you didn't know you had. Maybe you feel called to help others who are going through similar struggles. This is your authentic self emerging, the self that was always there but may have been buried under layers of pain and protection. You might find that your tolerance for drama and negativity decreases significantly. Situations that you used to get pulled into emotionally might start to feel less compelling. You might find yourself naturally stepping back from gossip, from complaining, from the need to be right about everything. This isn't because you've become cold or uncaring. It's because you've discovered something much more interesting and fulfilling: inner peace. As you heal, you might also notice that your intuition becomes stronger. When you're not constantly focused on past hurts or future fears, you become more present, more aware, more tuned in to the subtle guidance that's always available to you. You might find that you just know things about people or situations. You might have gut feelings that turn out to be accurate. This is your inner wisdom awakening as the noise of old pain begins to quiet. You're becoming the person you were always meant to be. You're not becoming someone new. You're uncovering who you really are beneath all the layers of conditioning, hurt, and protection. You're remembering your true nature, which is loving, creative, powerful, and whole. Every step you take in healing brings you closer to this authentic self. As you step into this new version of yourself, set loving intentions for your life going forward. What do you want to create? How do you want to show up in the world? What kind of relationships do you want to have? What brings meaning and purpose to your life? Don't worry about having all the answers right now. Just allow yourself to dream, to envision, to feel into the possibilities that are opening up for you. Here are some powerful affirmations for this new chapter of your life. I am worthy of all the love and happiness life has to offer. I trust myself to make decisions that support my highest good. I am open to receiving all the blessings the universe wants to give me. I choose love over fear in every situation. I am grateful for my journey and excited about my future. I have everything within me that I need to create a beautiful life. My dear, beautiful friend, as we come to the end of our time together today, I want you to know how proud I am of you. I'm proud of you for being willing to look at your pain instead of running from it. I'm proud of you for being open to the possibility of healing. I'm proud of you for choosing love over fear, peace over resentment, growth over staying stuck. The courage it takes to embark on this journey of healing is immense, and you have that courage in abundance. You are so much stronger than you know. You have survived everything that has happened to you up to this point, and that is no small thing. You have within you an incredible capacity for healing, for growth, for transformation. You have the power to create a life that is filled with love, joy, peace, and purpose. You have everything you need within you right now. Remember that healing is not a destination, it's a way of traveling through life. There will always be new opportunities for growth, new invitations to go deeper, new chances to choose love over fear. This is not a burden. This is the beautiful adventure of being human. Every experience, even the painful ones, has something to teach you, something to offer you on your journey of becoming who you're meant to be. Be gentle with yourself as you move forward. Be patient with your process. Celebrate every small step you take toward greater freedom and peace. Surround yourself with people who support your growth and your healing. Trust your intuition, follow your heart, and always remember that you are loved exactly as you are right now in this moment. You are not broken, and you don't need to be fixed. You are a beautiful, whole, complete being who is simply remembering how to shine your light brightly in the world. The pain you've experienced has not diminished your worth. It has deepened your capacity for compassion, for understanding, for love. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's one of your greatest gifts. As you go forward from here, carry with you this knowing: you are worthy of love, you are worthy of happiness, you are worthy of peace, you are worthy of all good things, not because of what you do or achieve or accomplish, but simply because you exist. Your worth is inherent, unchangeable, and absolute. And so, with all my love and belief in you, I want to leave you with this final affirmation. Place your hand on your heart as you say these words and really let them sink in. I am healing and whole. I am loved and worthy. I choose peace over pain, love over fear, joy over sorrow. I trust in my ability to create a beautiful life. I am grateful for my journey and excited about my future. All is well in my world, and so it is. You have everything you need, dear one. Trust yourself. Trust your journey. Trust that every step you take in love leads you closer to the magnificent life that is waiting for you. The world needs your unique gifts, your special light, your healed and whole heart. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are supported, you are guided, and you are deeply loved.